What is going on, you guys? We have got some Shapeways stuff to unbox. The Bellator Star Destroyer, or Bellator Star Dreadnought is here, and we're gonna unbox this thing, take a look at it, and a brand new giveaway to be announced at the end of the video, so stay tuned. Let's dive right in. Alright, you guys, I've already opened the top of the box, and this thing is packaged really well. A lot of cushioning in there, and it's funny because the box didn't look that big, but this thing was packaged fully corner to corner. Now this is the white plastic. This is not the fine ultra detail, not the frosted. This is the cheaper kind, although it still was almost $150. But wow, look at that thing. That is not half bad. I was actually a little worried because some things in this material tend not to come out that great. And while as I look kind of close at it, I can see that it's not perfect. It's still really good. I was afraid that it wasn't going to look very good. Look at the back. Look at those engines. Wow, let's get a little closer here. This is gonna look really good once we get some primer and paint on this thing. Wow. And it's so big I can't even, here, let's just do this. Now this Bellator is a Super Star Destroyer, or rather a Star Dreadnought, and it's got all of its turbo laser cannons in different groups. So they're not evenly spread out. They're in specific groups, so it has specific areas that are extremely deadly. And this was, I guess, faster than a normal Super Star Destroyer. It was built for speed. As you can see, it's got a lot of engines. It's got a little bit more of an aerodynamic look to it. Let's take a look at the bottom. We can see we have our slots for our larger bases. Look at that. That one kind of sticks out a little bit. Very cool. Now if we get in really close, you can kind of see like there's a little bit of like a fuzz. You know, like then that this material isn't the highest resolution material. I have got some other things in this material before, and we'll do a comparison with this and some of the other. Now this is from Mel Miniatures, by the way, as well, and I will show you some of the other Mel Miniature stuff just so you can get an idea. Let's get a close up of that bridge. It's hard to really get a close up because this thing is so big. I can bump into the camera if I spin it the wrong way. There we go. Gosh, it's huge. Alright, well, I'm going to set this down and we'll do some comparisons between it and some of the other Mel Miniature stuff. So first off, I want to show you this Purgle. Now this was another Mel Miniatures in the white frosted plastic, and if you look like close, you can see like some parts are a little fuzzy, but it's hard to really make it out what parts are supposed to be fuzzy because it's organic. So I think they kind of get a little bit of a pass with that, with this material not being like the best, but it's not that smooth, and you can feel it more like when you touch it too. You can feel it feels a little bit rough. You can feel the granularity in there. And it's just, you know, it's a little harder to paint. There we go. A little harder to paint. And that's the same kind of material, since I don't have any paint on it yet. But then if you go with the Ultra Frost, this is the Corvus Raider. And I've already done videos of these, but the Corvus Raider is super smooth, a lot better detail, and it's basically FFG quality. Like if you put that next to, you know, like an Architon's, now I've already painted this one up, obviously, but you know, you wouldn't know that it wasn't, you know, something that was, you know, a actual manufactured off-the-shelf product. Whereas this one, now because of this size, I don't think it's going to be noticed quite the same. But you know, if the size comparison is any indication, it's definitely going to be really big. Let's compare it to a Star Destroyer, as a matter of fact. Let me get, well, we'll take a trusty Chimera.
And the funny thing is, this is actually, it's about just as wide as a Star Destroyer. But it's a much, much longer. I can't even get the full thing on here. I have to take it off the base. Alright. So there we go. Now you can see them side by side. It's much, much larger, or longer. As a matter of fact, it's, let's line an Architons up. And another Architons. How many Architons long is it? There we go. So a Star Destroyer plus 2 Architons is about, it's about that. It's actually just a little bit longer because the engine's to about there, and this to about there. So it's actually just longer than an ISD plus 2 Architons. So that's kind of gives you an idea of just how long this thing is. Pretty cool. Let's try and put this thing on some bases. Alright, so I've got it on 2 bases and it fits on there pretty good. Goes in nicely. I'll have to come up with a a custom insert here because this looks a little bit closer together than the ISD, or the Superstar Destroyer rather, looked. I felt like there was about that much more space in between. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I mean honestly it was, the model's like 22 inches long or 24 inches long or something like that, and I have a 2-foot stick right here. So I'm okay with this not being as big as the Executor. Now this, from cardboard to cardboard, it's exactly 11 inches long for this particular one. And what I like about this is I think this will make a really good prototype ISD kind of stand-in or house rules kind of thing. It's not supposed to be as big, not prototype ISD, but prototype Superstar Destroyer. I think it'll make a really good stand-in for something like that because it's, it's kind of an in-between. It's a Mandator class variant, and it doesn't have to be the Executor. There we go. And we'll put this guy over here. It's hard to get everything in one shot. Wow. I'm gonna try and get some primer on this thing and get a better shot that way. Alright, so I've got some primer on this thing now. I went with black primer because I'm eventually going to paint it gray. Probably not going to do that in this video. I want to take my time with painting it, and I wanted to get you guys at least a quick preview of the video quickly. And, I just want to get some primer on it and see how it would look after that. It does look pretty good. Again, with some of these, some of the parts, some of the grooves and stuff, they're just not as fine as it will be if you were to get the more expensive. But I think something as big as this in the Ultra Frost detail is going to be really, really, really expensive. Now this was already set me back about 150 bucks, so it's already very expensive, and I think it was like 600 or something like that to get the Ultra Frost, and I'm like, no, can't do that. But if you do, I'm sure you'll be appreciating the quality. I just think this is good enough for me. All right, so now on to the gripes. And my gripe is not with the size at all, but one gripe I have is that it's exactly the same height as a regular Imperial Star Destroyer. So if you were to fly another Star Destroyer next to it, you're going to have the problem of them bumping into each other. So you're going to have to keep it away. See, this part right here in the back is exactly the same height as the side parts. And usually the bigger ships end up being, taller than their counterparts, and so it's it's one of those things where I don't know, I don't really have a suggestion other than to just raise up the pegs, which is something you could certainly do, but it would just be a lot nicer to have all of your Star Destroyers like underneath it, but I do like it. Oh, goodness gracious, everything's falling apart here. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Can't wait to get it painted. I will definitely have some pictures out there. Probably do some battle reports with this thing. But now for what you guys really want to hear, the new giveaway. And this one is to help with battle reports specifically. So the Table of Ultimate Gaming has a Kickstarter going on right now, and I am entering to win a gaming table, and by clicking on my link and signing up to win their contest as well, you help me win. So basically, all you have to do to enter to win my latest giveaway, which is a $25 Cool Stuff gift card for an expansion of your choice, you have to become a subscriber and leave a comment letting me know that you shared my link. If you could put the link itself in your comment, that will help too. Oh, see, I can angle these a little bit. But basically, I'll put the link down in the description and in a pinned comment. So just let me know that you shared or that you signed up with my link, and I can tell who, you know, if you guys are actually doing it or not, because there is feedback for that stuff. So yeah, just let me, you know, basically I'm really hoping to win a new table, because my table is falling apart and tables are wicked expensive, and I blew all of my budget on this thing right here. So, but yes, a new big table from Table of Ultimate Gaming would definitely help bring you guys lots more battle reports for X-Wing, Armada, Legion, and other tabletop games as well. And it's just a really cool table that I've wanted for a long time, and my wife said, no, you are not going to spend all of our money and our savings on a gaming table. And I said, well, what if I won one? And she said, okay, if you win one, that's fine. So I need your guys' help. So help me to help you, bring you better content by just sharing the link and entering to win the latest giveaway. That's all you got to do. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and let me know what you think down in the comments below. Don't forget to share that giveaway. Check out Crabbok.com, hop in the Discord, and stay tuned for more content with this awesome Bellator. Big thanks to Mel Miniatures for continuing to produce awesome content. Check out his store as well. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day.